Hey guys, Triple H Guy 2004. Tried doing this video last night, but yesterday I went to the TNA Impact Wrestling World Tour down in Lowell, Massachusetts, and I'm gonna show you what I got down there and do kind of a review of the event. So I got this brown bag special, which came with a TNA T-shirt, which is right here. Crap, it's inside out. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. Sorry about. This says Impact Wrestling on it, and it's kind of cool. So that's basically that. And then in the brown bag special as well, I got this souvenir, whatever, the autograph book or whatever you want to call it. But somehow in the way of coming home, getting all my stuff together, I lost that, which had all my TNA wrestler signatures, which we had the $52 tickets, and we got in early, and we got to meet some of the wrestlers. We got to meet Hernandez, Anarchia, the Freak Rob Terry, which is friggin' huge. I think we got to meet Robbie E too, and Sarita Rosita. And then after we met them, Garrett Bischoff and whatever that guy's name is, Sorensen. Can't remember, Jesse Sorensen. Got to meet him too. And when we got out of that, I went over to the tape. There was the souvenir table, and on the souvenir table, after we went through the first meet and greet with the wrestlers, there was also the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, and Mr. Anderson, which was pretty cool. So I got their autographs. But again, I lost all those. But I'll digress. So, as well, and when we got there, my dad met Don West, and we waited. So basically, when we got there about, I don't know, 3 o'clock. And when we got there, we waited around in the lobby because it was really cold, so they let us in the lobby, which was cool. We didn't have to wait outside like WB events. They don't care. When you go to a WB event, you wait outside. You get there early, you're waiting outside. No matter what, if it's cold or raining, doesn't matter. TNA, they're a lot more lenient about that. Maybe it was just the arena I went to. It was at the Tsongas Center on the University of UMass in Lowell. And also in the brown bag special, I got the t-shirt, and then I got this Legends Sting action figure. I got 4 DVDs, Best of TNA 2007, Against All Odds 2009, Slammiversary 2008, and I got Best Bloodiest Matches of TNA, Bloodiest Matches, or whatever it's called. And then, with our ticket, like I said, we got to meet all the wrestlers, and then the ones that they had, and then we got this VIP pass from Don West, which was really cool, which is like a $50 value, and we got to meet pretty much the rest of the roster that was there. The thing was, if you didn't see my earlier videos, it was a split roster, so there wasn't that many guys there, but they added Jeff Hardy, Anderson. Well, Jeff Hardy was originally supposed to be there, but they added Anderson and RVD, which was pretty cool. So when we went through, after we went through the line of that, they also had, and then they were selling this at the thing. I'll show you this. I'll tell you the story first. You bought this $20 item. You get to go back in the back and get your autograph signed. Get an autograph signed on this piece of merchandise by none other than Jeff Hardy. That's him right there. And this is a glow-in-the-dark Jeff Hardy action figure. They said it was one. This is the only show that they were having this at, apparently. I don't know if that was just their deal, but it was cool. It was $20. I got to meet Jeff Hardy. Got to have him sign that. You can see the autograph right there. He signs it really weird. He kind of just scribbles it, looks like. Maybe that's just because it's on the doll, but that's pretty cool. And with that, which was pretty cool, you paid $20 and 2 people can get in. Your whole group got in. So if you had one of those, your whole group got in, which was awesome. You paid $20 and you could bring like 10 people in with you. Or maybe that one was you can bring one person in with you. So I got to bring my dad in with me. And then, my dad bought his own. And then, so all that was like $50. And that wasn't even, that was all on top of meeting all the wrestlers. And, and then, I'll tell you after. So the matches went, so we got there, shut up. So we got there and the match, the opening contest when the show started was, so the first match was Garrett Bischoff versus Robbie E. with the Freak Rob Terry. Rob Terry is huge. This match was won by Robbie E. After there was some kind of distraction by Rob Terry, and then he hit him with whatever I can't remember what he hit him with to win the match, but Robbie E. won it, and it wasn't for the television title, but yeah. So then we go to the next match, which was the Knockouts match, Miss Tessmacher and ODB versus Rosita and Sarita, with Mexican America accompanying them to the ring. Or actually, no, they were actually not represented by Hernandez and Anarquia. They didn't come out with him. But this match ended up being weird. I don't know. There were some stipulations just for the event. And then we went into the Triple Threat X Division match. Jesse Sorensen versus Kid Cash versus Shannon Moore. This was a great back and forth match. It was actually really more of a 2-on-1 handicap match because Kid Cash played the heel so well. People were flipping him off, and he was flipping the bird right back to him, telling him fuck off, their mom sucks dick, and stuff like that. And the match was won by Shannon Moore. And then we went to the intermission, and during intermission, we got to go back and meet. That's when we got to go back and do the Jeff Hardy thing during we got to go back and meet the rest of the people. There was RVD was there. RVD, Showtime Eric Young was there, and who else was there? Shannon Moore. You did! And then during that time, I got RVD to sign my cast. He put RVD 5-star, and which was pretty cool. And it was pretty funny moment between me and him. I said, "Can you sign my cast?" And he's like, "Sure, great." And then I asked him jokingly, I said, "Is this your first ever signing a cast?" And he's like, "No, at least not tonight," he said. And he's like, "It's my first tonight," or something like that. So that's what we did. I didn't get to meet Eric Young because by the time I went through the RVD line was the most people in it. And and then we go back to the event, and there's a tag team match that returned. Rob Van Dam and Mr. Anderson versus Hernandez and Anarquia of Mexican America. This was a great back and forth tag team match won by Mr. Anderson and RVD. Mr. Anderson hit the mic check, and Rob Van Dam hit the 5-star frog splash for the win. Before the match, Mr. Anderson comes out and he does his thing, And it was funny. He went to go do this thing to bring the mics down, and then RVD's like, "Hey man," like he probably said, "Hey, it's a house show. We don't have that. That's only for TV." So, SoCal Val, who was the ring announcer for the evening, comes over with the microphone, and she stands up on a chair that was brought in the ring by a security guard and holds it up for Kennedy while Anderson. All he does is Mr. Anderson thing. So he does that while she's on there, and then he grabs the mic from her and goes to the top rope right near where we were on our side. And he gets on the top rope and he goes to do it, and I yell out, he goes, "Mister," and then he pauses, and I said, "Kennedy," because he used to do it in WWE, his name was Kennedy. And he looked right at me, and he was dead center, looked right at me. And everybody knew they was looking at me because he saw me, because the crowd kind of died away. And he was like, "Shh," and he pointed at me, and he's like, "No, no, no, no," like that, you know. And then he goes, "Mr. Anderson." So that was pretty funny. And, that was a good match, like I said. Great tag team match. And then we had Eric Young versus the Pope D'Angelo Dinero. Eric Young pretty much did his joke thing. He got some wrestling. He scoop slammed the referee and gave him a body slam, and that was pretty funny. Just little things you get when you're at a house show and you don't get it on the TV tapings. And then the main event was the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy versus Christopher Daniels. This is a great back and forth match. It was eventually won by Jeff Hardy, and I think he hit the twist of fate to win it. And right after this match ended, Don West runs down with an ice bag, and the security guard gives it to Jeff Hardy, and he jams it down into his lower back, which has been reported on many websites, I'm sure, that Jeff Hardy has a lower back injury as of right now. I'm not sure. I heard at the event from other people there, you never know if this information is true, that he has a bruised tailbone. That's what I heard. And after the event, along with this thing, when we got this, which Don West gave us, which is normally a $52 thing, and Don West gave it to my dad, which is good for two people. That's how we got to meet all the wrestlers and stuff like that. The regular wrestlers, not with the $52 ticket that I originally purchased for the event. I was sitting row 3, seat 25 and 26, floor B. So it was a good seats. It was excellent event, great event. And then after the event, that also got us into getting our picture taken with Jeff Hardy. They were doing it in the ring, but with my broken leg, I couldn't get in the ring. My dad had a hard time getting in the ring. So we waited for like 200 people to go through. There must have been like 200 people doing this thing. It was $10. Your whole group pays $10, and your whole group gets to go take a picture with Jeff Hardy in the ring, which is pretty cool. And, so, yeah. And Jeff Hardy, after the event, came down and took pictures with the people who couldn't physically get into the ring, like myself. There was another couple there, and I think there was another guy there. But during that, when I was getting my picture taken, when I got my autograph, I was talking to him about, "I hope you're clean, man. I've been watching you since WWE and your WWF days and your TLC matches." And he's like, "Thank you. I love when fans come up to me and say stuff like that. It really helps, encourages me." And he said and I said, "Are you clean and sober? And I hope you don't have any more problems with that, because I'm really a big fan of you, and I want to see you succeed, whether it's in WWE or TNA. I don't care." But Jeff Hardy said to me, "You know what? Yeah, I'm clean and sober, man. I got a little girl at home. I guess he's got a little new baby girl at home, so he's staying clean for her, supposedly. I hope he's right." And he looked like he was in good frame of mind, and he had a good head on his shoulder, and he was very nice and very respectable. And so, back to getting the picture taken with him, I said, "Hey man, maybe you can get your brother clean. I hope he gets his act together." And he goes, "So don't I, man. I really do." And so that was pretty much what happened at the event. Great event. Overall, I give this event a 10.